So, did Elizabeth Holmes, the supposed alleged genius that started Theranos, did she buy a one-way ticket to Mexico once she was convicted for fraud? Well, according to this new report, she did. Mexico girl? Not so smart after all. Welcome back to the Kempire Daily YouTube channel, your number one source for pop culture news and music, entertainment, reality TV, and so much more. As always, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on breaking news when we go live or when we upload. So we really haven't covered or talked a lot about the Elizabeth Holmes situation, but it's a story that I've been fascinated about for a long time, since the information broke years ago at this point. But I've been following the case here and there, and then, of course, her recent sentencing. And apparently, she might be in the same jail as Real Housewives of Salt Lake City star Jen Shaw. Well, okay. But this story got my attention because of how dumb she is. According to this new report, they're saying that it's when she was convicted last January, homegirl decided to buy a one-way ticket to Mexico. What is this, a movie? Of all places that you're going to go to Mexico where everybody... Look, I have to look up the extradition laws when it comes to Mexico, but at this point, I don't think you could run to Mexico and get away with it. All right, let me get into the story. I'm sorry, I had to take a sidebar. All right, so according to People magazine, they said just after Elizabeth Holmes was convicted for conspiracy and fraud last January, she allegedly bought a one-way ticket to Mexico in an effort to flee the country, prosecutors claim. So Holmes, who's only 38 years old, was found guilty, as you know, in January of 2022 of 3 counts of wire fraud and 1 count of conspiracy to commit wire fraud. She was tried on 11 counts of fraud for falsifying the results of blood tests conducted through her startup, Theranos. And since then, there's been books, there have been movies, there have been documentaries, all kinds of things. They continue, says, in November, Holmes was sentenced to 11 years in prison. Though she has appealed her conviction before her sentencing starts on April 27th, prosecutors state, damn, that's a while before she goes to prison. Is it because, isn't she pregnant? Oh, Lord. Okay. Though she has appealed her conviction before her sentencing starts on April 27th, prosecutors state in court documents that she should go to prison now because she is a flight risk and made, quote, an attempt to flee the country last year per multiple outlets. Okay, prosecutors, what outlets are you talking about? News outlets or the blogs? Just asking. Y'all keep trying to invalidate some blogs. Some of these blogs be knowing. Look, as they say, be knowing. All right. The government became aware on January 23rd, 2022, that the defendant Holmes booked an international flight to Mexico departing on January 26th. Without a scheduled return trip, prosecutors allege in the filing. Maybe she wanted to take a vacation.
Oh, you was getting smart.
She knows she's going to prison. So they said the government became aware on January 23rd that defendant Holmes booked an international flight to Mexico departing on January 26th without a scheduled return, prosecutors alleged in their court filing. Only after the government raised this unauthorized flight with defense counsel was the trip canceled. So it makes me wonder, because did she book this under her own name? Because then I don't know if that would necessarily mean that she was, but okay, I was really going to try to make sense out of this, but girl, you're facing how many charges? Didn't they collect her passport at this point? Do you need a passport to go to, yes, you need your passport to go to Mexico. Okay. You guys you will share your thoughts in the comment section on all of this. I haven't been to Mexico, but now I want to go because my friend just went and I'm like, I want to go to Mexico. It's such a quick, never mind. All right. So apparently someone clued the prosecutors in, and the prosecutors reached out to Holmes's defense, and they were like, I'm sure her defense probably didn't even know if she really was trying to flee the country. Sidebar, how did she even pay for her multi-million-dollar defense? Oh, her multi-million-dollar fiance? Are they married? I can't keep up with all these illegal cases, guys. You will confirm in the comment section. And per usual, if you've been following the legal part of this, or you want to follow the legal part of this, our friends over at Emily D. Baker have been covering this case since the beginning. So be sure to head on over there. We're just talking about the tea. So prosecutors said in court documents they expect Holmes to, quote, reply that she did not, in fact, leave the country as scheduled. However, prosecutors say it is difficult to know with certainty if she would have left without the government stepping in. They add that the incentive to flee has never been higher, and she has the means to act on that incentive. Holmes's lawyer alleged in an email that she booked a flight before her conviction and planned to attend a friend's wedding in Mexico if she wasn't found guilty. Really, girl? Damn. Don't they have a show, The Dumbest Criminals? For now, Holmes resides in a $13,000 per month estate. An attorney for Holmes did not immediately respond to people's requests for comment. As she was sentenced to 11 years in prison last year, it was revealed in court documents obtained by the New York Times that Holmes is pregnant with her second child. Damn, I've been behind. I mean, she's got to move on with her life. But that's the saddest part. You have 2 children that will be out their mother for the next 11 years. So the next time that these children will see her, they will be double digits. Okay, well, this is a federal case, right? So she has to serve at least, 85% of this case? So maybe not double digits. But still, can you imagine missing that amount of time of your... Some of you wouldn't want to miss a month of your child's life, never mind years. So they continue, they write this. It says, Holmes, the subject of an HBO documentary, as well as the Hulu miniseries, as you already know, with Amanda Siegfried, welcomed her first child in August of 2021 before her criminal trial began. Birth records show that Holmes and her partner, Billy Evans, welcomed a baby named William Holmes Evans on July 10th in Redwood City, California, according to ABC News. Holmes first rose to prominence, as you know, in 2014 as the founder of the CEO of a healthcare startup, Theranos, which duped investors. Okay, these investors are some of the people that you would think are the smartest people, most powerful people in the world. She duped them. She duped them out of millions by falsely purporting that its technology could run hundreds of medical tests using just a few drops of blood. I mean, the day that someone actually figures this out, you think they'll give her credit? I mean, why would they give her credit? She didn't figure it out. Anyways, she had the idea. Anyways. In 2015, Wall Street Journal journalist John Carreyrou reported that the machines Holmes was selling, dubbed the Edison, did not actually work, and that the company was using outside technology and other subterfuge to fake positive test results. Federal authorities then investigated Holmes, indicting her on 2018. During her trial, Holmes' defense attorneys, which cost millions of dollars, sought to portray her as naive. Oh, they do always do this with these girls. They wanted to portray her as naive, saying that she didn't mean to defraud investors. Her attorney, Kevin Downey, told jurors that Holmes never cashed out any stock, even as the company's fortunes tumbled. Because remember, Theranos was valued over $1 billion at one point. Holmes testified in her own defense, saying her judgment was clouded during the time in question because of alleged abuse she endured during her relationship with former Theranos executive Ramesh Sunny Balwani, her ex-boyfriend and co-defendant. Balwani was convicted of 12 counts of fraud in July. He was sentenced to 13 years in prison in November. Oh, Elizabeth, how the mighty have fallen. I'm not surprised by this. As I said to you before, I've been following this case, but there were a few details that I kind of missed that. I knew she had a child, but I was like, wait, there's another one coming? But this particular part that she decided to buy a one-way ticket to Mexico, a one-way ticket. Keep that part in mind. But she was going to go to a friend's wedding. My friend just went to a friend's wedding in Mexico. She didn't buy a one-way ticket. It also makes me wonder, Billy, her baby's father, her husband. Oh, no, her husband. Were you going to go with her and the kid? Did you even know about that? Part of me thinks that he did. But like, how do you run? I mean, like, how's that you're gonna be running for the rest of your life? If you're an attorney or if you know anything about Mexico's extradition laws, let me know in the comment section because I want to know. Even if she did make it to Mexico, how long could she have stayed there without them extraditing her? Or maybe that was the first stop before she decided to go fly somewhere else where the extradition laws are different. Oh, once a scammer, always a scammer. Oh, Elizabeth. Lock her up. Guys, let's continue this conversation in the comments section. I want to know your thoughts and if you have any answers to my questions. As always, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on breaking news when we go live or when we upload. Thanks for watching.